God, I can't wait to be done with this group project. I don't understand how you're willing to talk to so many people, though I'm sure that's got something to do with my overall disposition.
When's the project due?
Monday. Ugh. That day can't come soon enough if you ask me.
I mean, either way, you're gonna try to turn it in early, so you won't have to deal with it for that much longer.
You raise a fair point. A bit of extra time before finals start would be nice, admittedly. I've been wanting to reserve one of the derivative training spaces to see what I'm capable of when I let my magic run wild. I guess I'll see if that works out, though. Oh, before I forget, am I coming to your place so we can walk to get dinner together, or should I meet you at the restaurant?
Wait. Shit, ugh.
What's wrong?
I completely forgot we had dinner plans this weekend. I told Nat that we could meet up to practice some healing techniques outside of class, and then, yesterday in the group chat, someone suggested we organize a study marathon in the campus library. And then I said I would be willing to bring snacks along, so then there's that.
Starchild, take a breath. Look, I know things are crazy for your track this time of year. We can reschedule dinner for a different day.
Are you sure, Jay? I feel like it's kind of fucked up I'm canceling the plans that I made originally.
Yes, I'm sure, Nova. You know me well enough to know I'm not going to interfere with you studying. Besides, I'll still see you around campus plenty.
Yeah, I guess you've got a point.
Now then, since I've got you here, I have a question. What are your thoughts on, Peaches?
Huh?
No, that wasn't my question, but, I'm sorry, could I call you back? I need to go.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll be up late, so no rush or anything.
Alright, Nova.
Bye, Jay.
Hey. Is it okay if I move closer? I can stay over here if that'd be better right now. Alright. You're in your Cupid form today. Makes sense if you've been out here for a while. Are you hurt? Okay, that's good at least. Do you want to come in? You don't have to, but I imagine that sitting out here can't be that comfortable. If you come inside, you'll at least have some sort of cushion to sit on. Peaches, you know your way around my apartment by now. Of course I don't mind. Come on. I know I always ask, but did you want something to drink? Alright. In that case, I'm gonna go put the rest of my stuff into my bedroom and change into something more comfortable. You're welcome to stay here in the living room if you want, but I'm not opposed to you joining me in my room if that's what you'd like, especially since you've seen my body plenty before. Exactly, so come on. Since you're here, I'll let you pick. Should I put on shorts or a pair of sweats? Alright then. Do you mind if I talk while I get changed? Well, no, I don't have anything specific in mind, but I'd prefer that to you watching me in silence. Anyways, the last time I went and saw my dad's, I snagged a few more recipes. I'm not entirely sure when I'll get around to giving them a go, but I'd still consider it something to look forward to. I've got more than enough to keep me busy in the meantime. Here, give me 1 second. I need to pull this over my head. No, I don't need any help. There, that's better. Now then, where did I... That would be my phone. I must have set it down somewhere when I walked in. Here, let's move things to the kitchen. It's not like we were using my bed anyways. God, I knew you'd say something like that. Come on. It's nothing. I had an alarm set to remind me to get my work done. What are you laughing at? No, it's clearly something. Otherwise, you wouldn't be laughing now, would you? Excuse me for being prepared. The only reason why I said it in the first place was because I was on the phone with Nova. And as much as I love and adore her, she will keep you on the phone for hours if you don't cut her off. So it's not like I need to run and grab my assignments or anything. And what's with that look? I told you I don't need reminders to get my work done. I've got time management down to a science. Getting those assignments done isn't important right now. If they were, I'd say so. I can look after myself, I promise. So, Peaches, why were you sitting outside my door earlier? It's not the fact that I didn't know you were there or anything. You've shown up without a formal heads up before. I don't have an issue with that. But usually, if you planned on waiting in the hall instead, you'd at least text me first. So, why didn't you? Okay, but even if I were in class, I would have seen the message before I left campus. Just because I would have been back at some point doesn't mean you couldn't have said something. I wouldn't have minded. Did something happen? All I'm saying is that it feels like something happened. Was it something related to the department? Okay, for the record, I'm aware that it is the foundational agency of confidentiality efforts, but Nova always calls it the department, so it's a force of habit. But we're not having a conversation about semantics at the moment. You're trying to change the subject, aren't you? You may be a cupid, but that doesn't change the fact that I've known you for years now. I can tell that something's wrong. Call it human intuition or something. Word choice aside, my point still stands. I'm not saying you have to tell me what's wrong, but what I am saying is that you don't have to pretend like you're fine if you're not. Besides, it's not like you've only ever seen me when I was doing well. It's only fair I extend you the same courtesy at this point. Yeah, I'll listen if that's what you want right now. Go for it. So they needed Cupids to assist with the rescue. And given your specialty, you were the one best suited for the job. Okay, then what happened? Hey, it's alright if you need a moment. Take your time, I'm not rushing you. Were they okay? What do you mean? If the response team managed to save everyone, then the rescue should be considered a success, right? You did everything you could, though. What does your supervisor expect from you in a situation like that? You were the only Cupid on the scene initially. All rescue efforts rested on your shoulders until someone else could get there. With that level of exertion and no time to pause, your magic was being strained. It's not fair that they're upset with you over how things played out. I understand that it was your responsibility, Peaches, but that doesn't mean you're not allowed to have feelings about what happened. Someone could have been seriously injured or worse, and even though things worked out in the end, it's clear you were shaken up. I know your work is important to you, but sometimes you need to acknowledge that you're not some omnipotent force that face can wield whenever they please. You're still someone who has emotions and limits, ones that shouldn't be ignored or sacrificed for the sake of anyone, least of all your supervisor. You're not at fault for feeling. Thank you for what? Oh, you're welcome, then. If you want, you can stay here for a while. That's assuming you didn't have anything else to do today, of course. I mean, I have a project I need to work on, but that's something I can do with you around, provided you don't intend to distract me once I start. You can play coy all you want, doesn't mean I'm buying it. Fine. I suppose that's reasonable enough. I'll go grab my work. What is it? Fine, what's your request? Sure, we can do that. Would you prefer my bed or the couch? Alright, I'll let you lay down first. Do you have a preference for where I situate myself? Okay then. Are you sure that's comfortable for you? Still, let me know if you need me to move at any point. Good. I'm not gonna set a timer. Right now, I'm thinking of this as a nice way for me to recharge before I get to work. Besides, you didn't specify how long you wanted to lay here, so there's no need to rush ourselves. Shut up so we can relax already.